Nyan Heroes is without a doubt the coolest shooting game on Solana. Not only is it because of those cute cats in mech suits, it is genuinely a really fun game, and what the team have built in terms of like movement mechanics, mods, and things like that is actually really impressive and just so much fun to play. We actually just had the opportunity to sit down with the whole Nyan Heroes team. We got to play the game together, all the different modes, as well as talk about the economy, the future of the project. So now that we have all that information, in today's video, what we're going to do is we're going to break down the game, what it's like to play it, how you can get started itself. In that, we're going to cover some tips and tricks that aren't obvious that the team shared us while we were playing, so we'll give you guys a leg up there, as well as we'll dive into the economy and what you need to know about the future of the Nyan Heroes ecosystem. First off, if you do want to be playing the game, make sure you head on over to Epic Games. That's where you can download it. It is currently in playtest 4, which runs until April 14th, so only a few days left on this one. But don't worry, if you're watching this video after April 14th, there's still a ton of information in this video that'll be beneficial to know, and of course they're going to have another playtest very soon, and we'll actually talk about that as well. The devs are running regular playtests, and this is the 4th one. They've already rolled out multiple characters with their own unique abilities, new game modes, and 4 different maps with the brand new one they just released called Tokyo. And if you're the type of person that also likes grinding for airdrops, Nyan Heroes has a really impressive one. And in the airdrop for this playtest number 4, they're giving away a whopping 6.7 million Nyan tokens, which will be worth approximately $300,000. And make sure you're always checking in, because it seems like every few months they have a new opportunity for these airdrops. You can do things like do in-game quests, social media quests, and then also owning different classes of NFTs will give you more bonus. So if you haven't yet, I definitely recommend checking out one of their original Guardian NFTs. And not only will they give you extra points, these NFTs have the potential to give you exclusive perks, early access, battle passes, special skins, or earning boosts when the game goes full live. And just over a week ago, the devs did drop a brand new trailer. This one is really cool. Check it out if you haven't already. It shows a little bit more of the lore of Nyan Heroes, or Nikovia, and teases at what we can expect in the future.
But defeat isn't the end. It's a lesson.
What's cool about Nyan Heroes, not only is it an epic shooting game, they have really big plans for the future, building out the lore, different gameplay modes, and all that, creating a really big immersive ecosystem for all their gamers. Now, one important thing to discuss in games going forward is the funding and how they stand. Unfortunately, a lot of games released a token too early, and they relied on that token price in order to sell to keep their runway going. However, Nyan Heroes did it differently, and what they did, they're like, we're gonna wait and release that Nyan token once we're fully done with the game, once we know what's going on and how we can anticipate the economy. So what they did is they actually raised $13 million, as well as making a ton of money in that initial NFT sale. So they actually have the runway to keep going and building this game out. And a few months ago, I had an interview with the project founder, and he let me know they're totally fine in terms of runway, and their main goal isn't to just create a token and make money from that. It's to create more of that traditional Web 2 or regular game model where you're making money from in-game purchases or skin sales, or something where people are having fun like playing Fortnite. Nyan Heroes should feel exactly like that. So that's fantastic to hear. And in terms of the investors and backers, they've got some really big ones. They've got G2 Esports, Epic Games, Razer, Guildfy, Magic Eden, and more. For those unfamiliar, Nyan Heroes is a third-person shooter game where you control Guardian mechs piloted by brave cat characters. The game's world, Nikovia, faces threats of war and chaos, protected by powerful heroes known as the Guardians, each with their own unique skills to fight off dangerous creatures called elementals. And when you're playing the game, like you'll see shortly, different abilities include like platforms, so if you're a sniper, you can raise yourself even higher above the battleground. There's also turrets, there's the ability to fly in the air and then smash and crash on people, there's lightning abilities, there's also shields, and just so many things that you can set up in this game, and you'll see that soon when we go into the actual gameplay. So for those characters, we have the warrior, which is an all-round fighter, great for both attacking and defending. We've got your defender, that's the tank, slow but tough, perfect for protecting your team. We've got the assassin, which is quick and stealthy, effective at taking down enemies from behind. The sniper, fast and precise, ideal for long-range attacks. And the mage with powerful magic, full of spell-based attacks. So this is what the main game page looks like. Because it is a playtest, you can leave your feedback, but you can do things like play, load out your rankings, things like this. And if you want to rank higher up for that airdrop, you have the opportunity. You just got to grind it out. But one thing that I didn't realize before I started playing the playtest is now you can actually mod your different avatars. So I've gone for Blitz here, and as you can see, I've already done the customizations. But let me just go to one I haven't. Let's go to Spartan, one I haven't customized before. And then in here, you'll see in the bottom corner, you have the memory. And over here, we've got the different things that you can do. One thing the team was saying, right now, because it's a playtest, they don't mind letting things be a bit too OP because they want to get everyone's feedback from it. So right now, one thing that's really cool is Aegis, where for 7 seconds, you grant all heroes within 20 meters a shield that has 50% chance to block 80% damage. So that is absolutely massive. And sometimes if you're wailing away and shooting people and you're like, how are they not dying? This is often it. And what's cool, because it hasn't been fully balanced yet, you can actually have everyone on your team using this. So you could all go around the map in a squad using this and all protect each other from having that 50% chance to block the hit and then 80% damage reduction, which is absolutely massive. And then the other tip the devs were saying, because it's OP, if you see here, self-destruct. And what this does is like a martyrdom in Call of Duty, you explode 1.5 seconds after you die, and if someone is standing near your body, they get dealt 100 damage. Then from there, depending on the playstyle you are, whether it be ninja or someone that likes going up to do melee attacks, for instance, or long range, or more of that tank class, find the one that suits best for you. So for instance, if you are the type of player that likes doing melees, look at this one right here, plus 50% to cat melee, and 20% to weapon damage. This is so OP, so it's kind of fun now to have these different abilities. So take the time and go through and see which one you like the most. Don't be like me and be excited to start playing this game and not do the mods before you dive into battle. Then when it's time to play the match, here's the main screen. You all have your different little avatars. This one's from Halloween, but you can change it to other ones. And then you're looking for the 6 players on your squad. And if you just want to play with a group of friends, you can do a custom game, and all you have to do is create one here and then send your friends the ID and you can play it that way. But for this one, I'm going to head in solo. So it's nice, there's barely any wait time at all there. So we'll load up here, and here you can select your Guardian. And one that I've already built out is Blitz, which is the scout class. And you can see you've got your shift ability. It's not always sprinting. In this case, my character is electricity and sprinting, but it could be create platforms. Every character has their own. And then in electrocharge, so essentially what happens is you put electricity around your weapons and you can now shoot weapons with extra damage. And then there's also a lightning spear, which is like a big smash attack. This one is kind of like your ultimate in Marvel Rivals, where you build up over time. And in this case, you go invulnerable for a minute, select a big wide area. You'll see it covered in blue lightning, and then go down and attack, do damage, and then being able to shoot your enemies kind of surprised. Then as for weapons, the main ones are the pump shotgun, submachine gun, and assault rifle. And then of course, you've got your marksman rifle here. This one is cool because it's unlimited ammo and you can do rapid shots. Then we've got the bolt action sniper. If you're a sniper, this one's really powerful. There's also the grenade launcher, which is fun to spam, and then the rocket launcher. Me, I like being support in this game, so I do the rocket launcher and then the submachine gun, and then jump in. And it's simple as that. You're in the gameplay. Let's see. And as you can see here, you can run up walls, you can quickly pivot, run sideways. This is a great way to get into different areas undetected. So the match is going, I'll try and sneak around the side here. So I'll press E to activate the electricity for extra power. So we got that one, and now I have my Q ability. Let me just show you that. So I press that, now I go over the enemy. Good, got an elimination on that one. And, oh, we saw a little cat. Oh, I'm stunned. Ah. Oh, there's someone coming over, so I'm going to run up the wall here. Let's try and sneak up behind him. And then shift, here's my run. I can electrocute him as I'm on him. And then, oh, bad time to need to reload. Definitely jump around and use your abilities. It can save you. He just went down here. Oh, my team got him. Nice. So just got healed by my healer. Very nice and clutch. And there we go. We'll see if we can sneak behind. Don't be afraid to flank in this game. Oftentimes people are focused on the objective. So you're really able to get the flank. There we go. And even though I dropped into the game, we won this one pretty quick. And now let's check out some highlights from playing with the actual dev team. It was so great to play with the Nyan Heroes team. You can really tell they are hardcore gamers themselves and really care about making the best game possible. This first mode is called Fishball, and it's kind of like Call of Duty Uplink, where the goal is to pick up the fishball, and with help from your team, get it into that enemy goal. You also don't need to run with it the whole time either. You can coordinate with your team, get them in different areas in the map, and throw the ball ahead to them and coordinate your victory that way. Plus, if you're a fan of emoting, this game has some cool ones as well. All you gotta do is press C, and you can emote with your team, or make some cute or angry cat noises. The next mode is Stronghold. Here you engage in high stakes 6v6 battles while you coordinate with your team to capture and control the strongholds. And the last mode is called Payload. This is a lot like Convoy in Marvel Rivals, where you have to dive into the adrenaline pumping 6v6 action of trying to defend and move your payload to the attacking team's base before your time runs out. This one is probably my favorite mode. It really gets intense trying to make checkpoints on time or getting really intense action and going for that quad feed.
That's a quad feed right there, man.
From a creative standpoint, Nyan Heroes is seriously impressive. The art direction offers a futuristic feel with neon lights, broken cities, and high-tech arenas. Mechs are designed precise with detailed textures and weapon designs. On the technical side, even though it's early access, the visuals are polished. It's built using Unreal Engine, and the game features high-quality particle effects and detail environments. There's explosions, shield flares, and mech dashes that feel alive and cinematic. The devs are very experienced professionals with a big passion for blockchain and substantial funding secured, so we know this game is being built out with the right top talent. In terms of the in-game economy, there's a couple ways to look at it. We've got what we've got right now, and then what we're going to see in the future when the Nyan token is released, when the game is fully released. So for right now, if you're looking at making some money, your options are grinding out for these airdrops, which is great because they have massive prizes and it's absolutely free to do. Plus, one of the things that you get to do is gaming, which is awesome. So it's definitely one of the better airdrop opportunities in all of crypto. Now, the other side is NFT investing. Now, of course, that's not for everyone. However, given where we are in the state of crypto, the price of these NFTs don't reflect how awesome the game is. Essentially, they got really highly evaluated in 2021, along with every other NFT, not Nyan Heroes' fault. But now because of where we are in the macro economy, as you can see across the board, every gaming project, well, every crypto project has got absolutely destroyed. So of course the NFT prices have got destroyed as well. So if you're interested in the future potential of this game, looking at the benefits you get from the playtests, other benefits of being an NFT holder for in-game stuff, as well as the potential future when Nyan Heroes is ready, they're already talking about releasing the first version of the game at the end of the year. So that's only what, 7 months away, or the future development of the game when it's more of like that full Fortnite caliber, I don't know, might be 2 years away. So if you have an NFT now, that has the potential to be a really good play for the future. And for that Genesis collection, it looks like it has a floor price of around 6 Sol, but you can sometimes get them for as low as 0.4. So what do you need to do in order to qualify for this airdrop? It's all about collecting MEOW points. So in terms of getting those MEOW points, you get them by holding the NFTs, but you also don't have to hold the NFTs. You can do things like refer, and of course play in game to get a lot of points, which is the most fun way to do it. And you can see a full list of the MEOW point breakdown on their website. The MEOW points will later most likely be counted as XP for earning Nyan tokens, the in-game currency. And those could be later used for in-game purchases like cosmetics, skins, and battle passes. When it comes to the future use case of the Nyan token itself, there's some speculation now, but at the end of the day, we've got to wait until the team builds out their game, builds out their economy, and then lets us know all those details. And in an interview we did a few months back, this is what the founder Max had to say.
We think that our primary business model, at least on launch, will be exactly the same as traditional games. Nice. With in-app purchases, cosmetic skins, battle passes, all of those things. But for those players who do want a more Web3 immersed experience, then they can choose and opt in to sign up, to own a wallet, to convert their assets into NFTs and engage with the Web3 side, the token side, and all of that.
As for their future plans, Nyan Hero developers have announced the game launch for winter 2025, and the story trailer launched earlier this week featured Luna, who steps into her brother's mech Atlas. At the end of the day, is this game worth the hype? Well, as you can probably tell from the very beginning of the video, I think this game is really impressive. Of course, it's in an early phase, but compared to so many other Web3 games we play, it honestly feels a lot closer to Fortnite. Now, if all you do all day is play like Fortnite or Call of Duty Warzone, of course, you're gonna notice a little bit of fall off there, but what they're doing already with the graphics, the gameplay, and the abilities, I can have fun with this one as if it was already a fully released AAA game. So I would definitely say yes, this one is absolutely worth your time. Head on over to Epic Games, download the playtest and play it. And if you've missed this one, no worries, because in a couple short months, they'll have another one ready for us. And if you're looking at what to do from here, if you want to learn more about the Nyan Heroes ecosystem, we have a couple other videos on that, as well as that full interview with Max, the founder. So check that out. Or if you're looking for a new game to play, maybe it's after April 14th and you're wondering what to do, head on over to fungible.games, and there you can find the best crypto games, breaking news, interviews, and so much more.